Canadians have gone line of credit crazy, and that could spell big trouble down the road. That's the warning tonight from the Bank of Canada, which devoted a special section of its economic report today to our growing debt load. The bank says borrowing against our home equity has left too many Canadians exposed to a drop in housing prices, with serious implications for both personal and national bottom lines. Robin Stickley reports.
At every turn, Canadians are invited to borrow. Banks are selling a one-two punch, credit that's cheap and easy. And it's working. Today, the Bank of Canada came out with its quarterly policy review, suggesting the biggest threat to our economy is now heavy household debt. The message to borrowers? Don't expect interest rates or housing values to hold.
Be careful about borrowing on the assumption that rates are going to stay low for the lifetime of what you've borrowed. That's not a wise a set of assumptions to make. And be very careful about borrowing on the assumption that what you're buying, if you're buying a house or whatever, that its price is going to continue to go up.
In 2001, Canadians owed $8 billion in home equity lines of credit. Today, we owe $64 billion. An 800% increase in just over a decade. These days, 3% of everything we spend is money borrowed against our homes.
A lot of people got into real serious debt and got in over their heads in order to afford their homes. Because part of affording a home isn't just the mortgage payment. It's making sure that you've got money for property taxes, strata fees, maintenance. And then what about the lifestyle? That house is in a certain neighborhood, so a lot of people want to keep up with the look and feel of their neighborhood.
The Credit Counselling Society sees 25,000 British Columbians a year. Not surprising, given for every dollar we earn, we spend $1.50.
Anybody under the age of about 40's never seen high interest rates, so they've gotten used to seeing high interest rates on credit cards, but their line of credit to pay those off every month is sitting at 2, 3, 4%. That's peanuts compared to what they'd be paying on a credit card. They also didn't really see the effects of lack of savings.
Not everyone believes the economic sky is falling.
Canadians in aggregate, yes, we owe $1.5 trillion, and people say, oh my goodness, this is just a staggering amount of money. But we also own in gross assets over $8 trillion. In other words, the net worth of Canadians is over $6.5 trillion, or $180,000 per household.
What the experts agree on, whether it's the cost of borrowing money or a drop in housing values, a small shift would present a big problem for thousands of Canadian households.